Hello and welcome back to my channel, and we're still building this peach blossom pool, and yeah, there's not that much left to do for bag number 2. So all we've done is that waterfall there, and then we're on this waterfall, and then there's like a platform that goes across there, and then finish the tops of the waterfalls off with like smoother pieces. Gives it a better finish, and then that's bag number 2 done. So we'll try and get that done either tonight or tomorrow night. Hopefully that should all be finished, and then we'll move on to the last bag towards the end of the week, and hopefully get that done, well, as soon as I can really. It's a bigger bag, but I'm not sure what the pieces are or how it's going to go, so I've got to figure out what way this has to sit for me to do that, so that way looks right. Is that right? No. It's that way. Almost did it wrong. Okay. So we're on part 26. And I'm going to pick up the pieces again. And we've got Champions League football in just over an hour's time to kick off. There's already 2 games on now, but no one really worries about those games. Well, no games I don't think are that good tonight, to be fair. Chelsea are playing, but should win, but nothing's guaranteed with that, so I want to take my mind off that until that's kicked off. So not really happened today. What happened? Not much happened today. After the last video that I put up, I've just been chilling with the fam. Had nieces and nephews around, and had a bit of dinner with a few of them, and then yeah, they've all just left, so I thought I'm gonna come up and sort of try and get through as much as I can in this video, and maybe 1 or 2 more after this, see how it goes, because we all know it doesn't always go the way I want it to go. But I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, and it's starting to progress faster than previous videos earlier on in the week. So yeah, I'm looking for teas. Where are they? How many is there? There might just be 1 left, and I just cannot see it. Why can I not find you? Why can I not find you? Yeah, if you're watching a short, all my videos that I'm putting up online, if you ever want to come and check it out and see what we're doing, I've got longer videos and they're all uncut. So I'm doing no editing, no special effects. It's just me chatting, whatever comes to my mind. And yeah, if I make mistakes, you're going to see it, which I've done like videos before, like building this, that waterfall there. Did a video where it's painful, I guess, because it was not going to plan. So it was pretty stressful. I believe that goes there. Yeah, we'll put that on there. That goes there. And we've got a 2 that does that, or that L shape goes that way. And from that, I think this one sits in line, so it does that. I'm really hoping this is right, because it's already very narrow as it is, and I don't want it to get too much narrower, because I've got to put a lead down in through there. Hopefully it doesn't cut off too soon, then I probably turned it around the wrong way at one point and done it wrong, but so far I think it's looking promising. Alright, so then this 3 sits on top of that piece there. So topic of today can be, what can the topic be that I chat on about? What should we chat about? Like, football's pretty, I don't know, not much happening I think at the moment. I'm not really paying attention to the transfer market at the moment, so I've no idea what's happening in that. It's quite a quiet transfer market really in January, so it's not one to like feel the need to keep an eye on that much. Okay, so that one, so let me think, something to talk about. Well, I'm hoping tomorrow I can go to work and actually get the slabs in, but I don't know if they've been delivered today or are now going to be delivered tomorrow. Right, that's that done. That went down pretty flipping quick. 6 minutes that took. Less than that, so I waffled on at the start. That was the best bit of building I've done. So yeah, tomorrow I'm hoping we can actually get the slabs around the back. Maybe start laying them, depending on the weather obviously. It's not that great today, so might not be so promising tomorrow. I need another 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. I do just want to say actually thanks for anyone that's subscribed so far and commented and liked the videos. Really do appreciate it, and I try and get around to replying and, you know, letting you know what's going on best I can. Just need balls. What's that, 3 of them? Oh, I get very I don't know, it's just really exciting to see the channel's growing slowly but surely, and there's only going to be more and more videos as, you know, days and weeks go on. I started Saturday, and this is my 14th video. It's since Saturday, so what's that, 5 days? And there's hopefully another one after this. I'm going to try and get this waterfall built as much as I can in this video. Okay, so then facing the same way. Actually, I want to start with the 3 because it looks like it's the easiest part. It's literally just right on there, and then off the end of that you got 4x2, so that sits on the top of all of that. And you've got this one. I'm getting the hang of this build. It's getting a lot more fast paced, I guess you could say. That one sits well in there. Nice. Okay, then each one goes on here. The single piece goes on the end of that one. Glad this hole hasn't been filled over too much. Just get the wire in there. Then there's a 3 sits on the, oh, now I'm saying that it's closed up a little bit now. Jinxed it a little bit. Okay, so that's there. The 3 will sit on top of there. Then it's a 4 and then the 3 sits back there. That's self-explanatory, I think. Did I not have enough of them? One sits there, one sits there, one sits across there. I think didn't get enough of those, that's alright. Just need to get one more of them. That one sits on that side, like so, and then that 3 sits on the back. So there, we're getting progress on the second waterfall. It's looking pretty cool as well. That sits that way. Okay, now we're on 28. Just have to pick up the pieces again. That piece looks a bit, I think that piece is a bit, what's the shape, a rhombus? It's like a squash square. It doesn't look like that's going to fit. I'm going to have to hope that there's a spare where I don't need that, because that won't be ideal. So we've got one, I need one more there. Just got to check if the hole's going to be squashed as well. No, it looks pretty good. And 3 3x1s, 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay, then a 4x1. That one. There's an L shape. That one. And a 3x2. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And a 4x1. Have I done that? No, I've just done that one. Okay. Alright, we've got 1 4x2. I will say as well, there's a flipping, I have a scar on the hand from work on, I think it was Friday last week. Got it on a metal frame, I think it was aluminium frame that was tucked in by a shed, and I was shoveling and caught it on the corner. So that was fun. And let's just build this. Okay, 3 goes on there. 4x2 goes across. There it is. Has that shrunk the hole again? Yep. Awesome. Okay. Then a 4x1 goes up this side. Then there's a single piece that goes in there, like so. And then 3 and one of those, like this. If I look at it the right way, it'll sit like that. Nice. And then finally that one in there. So that hole is shrinking every layer. Where's that going? What is that? That's got to be this one. And that's facing that way. So let's just go with this. Goes there. That's a single block here. And this one, then that one, then that one. Pretty straightforward. There. Oh, I've put that in the wrong place. I'm gonna fill a gap. Damn it. I could feel a gap. Or I put that on the wrong place. That's the first mistake of the video. But it's not a costly one, it's alright. We're calm. I just gotta try and take these pieces apart, which is never, ever simple. There we go. So that goes on after this one. Okay, so that goes on there. If I put this one where it's meant to be, which is there, then, where am I? There. One of these sits, where do you sit in line with that there, and then this one sits in line, and it's shrunk again. The hole is shrinking as we speak. As I build it, there's a hole there. The lead's got to go. This wiring with the light bulbs has to go down in that way. Once that's on there. Dear me. Okay, we have progressed very nicely in this video so far. So we will keep it going. Just making sure I'm putting it around the right way so I build on the right side. Okay, so now take a 2, need one of them, I need 4 3x1s, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I need 2 of the L-shaped blue ones, that one there and that one there. Come on. 1 square, right there. Balance there. Okay, then 2 3x2s. Where are they? Nope, nope. One's there, and one's there. 1, 2, and a 4x2 is here. But alright, then we just have to put this on here. So on the front here you get a 3x1, and that sits right on the end there. Nice. And then a 2x, I don't know what to call this thing. 2x2 with a blank space, I don't know. Something like that. But that sits on there like that. Then leading on from there, it looks like there's a 3x1 and then a 3x1 across. And this one and a 2 there. So I'm going to go a 3x1, join up to that one. And then on the end here will be another 3x1 on there. Really struggling with topics today. What do I talk about? Anything to talk about, really. I don't want to talk about none of the flipping stuff in the news. It's pretty boring. I'll just be more interested in just me being quiet and chatting about what's going on in the world that everyone's probably tired about. So I could just sit here for a minute and try and think of something a little more interesting. So this one sits perfectly on top of that one. And then a square sits on top of there, like that. And then this piece sits on like that. And this one sits here. Almost done this page. I mean, I didn't do the whole page just now, as you could tell if you watched the video from the beginning, which I don't know, maybe you skip, I don't know, but yeah, I've got an even higher waterfall part of the build. Looking really nice. That turns that way, so that's that page done. I can do 3 more double layers to build it up, and then there's just a platform to build, which I can try and start tonight in the next video. But I need to find a blank one of these right there. Stand up. A 2x1. How many 2x1s lying around? Yep. On there. 4 3x1s. There's a lot of 3x1s. 1. That's not 1. That's 1. 2. 3 and a 4. So we go those on here. I'm really annoyed that there was a Sidemen video I watched the other day on Sunday, the arcade video. They had like a book of jokes and he read one off and it was funny and I can't remember it. And I just want to go back and watch the video just to get the joke out, but yeah, it was I can't even remember, like I'm trying to figure out the like base of the joke, like what it's joked on or about, but that just doesn't come to mind. So I want 3 of these. I don't know if this is like, there's a Sidemen video that went up on the More Sidemen Sunday today, or More Sidemen channel, and it's like 7 hours long, I think, like a Sidemen movie, but I think that might be like, I don't see that being all new Among Us like content. I think that's just going to be all the old stuff molded into a video, but it's on the More Sidemen channel. Normally the videos like them doing a long like 4, 5, 6+ hour video is normally on a unnamed, or like not an unnamed channel, but a channel that's not based on the Sidemen. It's just like I guess maybe a fan edit, you could say. Maybe a fan put it together, but this one's actually on the More Sidemen channel. And that just makes me think that it could actually be a fresh 7-hour video of them playing Among Us. And I won't lie, it'll be tempting to watch the whole thing, but I will have to watch it in like short stages, because watching them play Among Us can be very frustrating, because obviously we see what happens if you're like a fan of the Sidemen and you watch their Among Us, or anyone that plays Among Us online. You must know that it's annoying, because we know what, like, who the imposters are and stuff, and then they just seem stupid to us in, like, when we watch them. But then playing it, I suppose, would be a lot different, because you don't see, obviously, like, everyone's roles, or why is that not fitting in there? There it is. Boom. This is going so well. Actually baffled. I'm buzzing, but I was not expecting this to go so smoothly tonight. I've built so much in compared to other videos. They've made it seem like such a struggle. But this one has just been flipping whizzed up. Absolutely smashed it. Like, don't know what to title this one, because there's not anything going wrong. So could be just a near perfect build, apart from that one piece that I didn't put in the right place, and then it obviously took the piece below it off, but that was no big deal. No big deal at all. So let's find some of these pieces now. I need that. That's what I need. I think it's that one. That looks a bit long though. Is there a shorter one than that? Yeah, there is. Glad I checked. Thought it looked a bit long compared to the picture. God, sitting here bending over is flipping out in your back, mind. Or I should say hurting my back. It won't be hurting your back. My back's a bit achy, but we continue. Try and get as much of this built in this video. Hopefully I can build this whole waterfall, because I'd be amazed, to be fair, because this would have been 2 videos and it would have been a whole waterfall built, when that one took like 4 videos and a lot of stress. This has been very much on the calmer side, which I'm hoping is just as enjoyable to watch as me getting stressed is. I'm just trying to think of things to talk about, because it's quite, I don't know, not a lot on my mind at the moment. Just work tomorrow, more videos to make tomorrow. I'm sure things will happen at work tomorrow I can talk about. Nothing really was happening today. It's just a family day. I was going to make like a few videos during the afternoon, but I don't know, I just didn't want to spend my time in the room when my nieces and nephews were downstairs. But if there is a day where I can't work, just know that I'm going to be pumping out videos like no tomorrow. So what does this do here? This 3 sits on top of this 3, and it sort of helps with blending that block in there. That's a good sign. Okay, now the 3x1 that sits on the edge here. Behind that is that 3x1 across here. I'm pretty sure this 2-piece sits in here, which would, yeah, this 2 sits in there. Then this piece sits on there. I'm not going to get over how well this has been so far tonight. I'm actually surprised myself. So that's a 4x2 and then it overhangs. That overhangs like that. That seems a bit odd to me, but that's the way it is. And that's the way it's going to be. So, yeah, then this one sits on, wait, oh wait, that's just going to sit on there, like that. Then there's a 4x1 that sits on there, like that. And then this 4x1, or 4x2, 4x1 here, sits across the back like that. Then there's that. That's the single piece which will drop in here. Don't want to drop it in there, to be fair. Although a single piece might not be so difficult to pick out. I don't want to break it, please. Come on. Is this the broken one? No, this should fit. You should fit in there. Come on. Just sit on the circle. There, that's got to be on. That's on. Okay, we're good. We're okay. Everything's gonna be... Where am I looking? Just fine. Another one of these. Oh man. Goes there. We're going so well. I just can't believe how well this is going right now. Could we have a stress-free video for a change? Sure, that would be nice. Ouch. Especially, I'm hoping I didn't deafen anyone as well, thinking about the last video when I shouted because my sister was at the bottom of the stairs and called up to me to get downstairs. And then I went downstairs and just sat in the sofa on my phone being quiet anyway. So that didn't make much sense, but we've got very little more to do on this build. Or on this waterfall. I've just got one more section and this waterfall's pretty much there. I say pretty much there because there is a bit more to add once it's fitted to the main frame. I know there's a little square there, but I don't want to use that one. There, good. There's like one of these little squares has like a horrible bottom that doesn't fit on the squares or on the circle, so trying to avoid it at all costs. Then there's, I need 3 of those. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Oh, alright, then I need 1 white for the same type of thing. White one, this one. Got a white one, got 2 2x1s, that one and that one. They were very easy to see as the tray is emptying. So there's a lot less pieces on here to have to scan through. So that makes it a lot easier to speed up the process of finding what I need. 1, 2, 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Then you got a square, blue square, Bosch. Then 2 3x2s. 2 3x2s are here and here. The last place I looked on the tray. And then 2 4x2s. Right here and right here. So that's all the pieces I need to finish this main chunk of the waterfall. Oh man, this is looking difficult to tell which piece is which. Oh man. Okay, so let's start with the obvious. The 4x2 is going to sit on the back end of this waterfall, or like on that side of the waterfall. Then coming off of that is a 2x1. That's going to sit flush with the end here, so that's going to pop on. Please just make it easier to fit together. No. There. Okay. And then another 4x2, which goes here. That's looking pretty smart, to be fair. And then one of these sits like, that's a very tight fit. There we go. That one sits in there like that. I think another one will fit no, oh, it's moved. Oh, it didn't go in the place I thought it did. No, that's so awkward to get out. Oh, why have you done that? I didn't go where I wanted it to. Oh, I've got to calm down, I can't break this. Oh, that didn't even come off. That did. That came off. Yes. Oh, we're alright. I thought it went in there, but it didn't. Being such a... Just go in there. Is that in? Is it in? I think it's in. It seems to be in. Okay, we're alright. Because I was thinking, how's this going in there? But now it's a difficult bit. I've got to put this flipping little square in there. How am I going to do that? Come on. Oh, just like that. It fit like a glove. Fits so nice. Then this one sits in there like that. And then this one sits in there. One more layer and this video would be the most... Oh, I don't even know what to say. What would you say to this? It's like the perfect way the video would have gone. Right, I couldn't have done this any... Well, I could have done it a little bit better because some of the pieces didn't go on exactly where I wanted. but nonetheless it didn't do too much to make it such a horrible build this time round. We've actually done very well so far. Just trying not to obviously make too much of a mistake right now, because it would suck if something had gone wrong at this point. But I'm thinking that we're gonna get away with a successful build. Where's this two go? Oh, okay, it's there. Ooh, I was thinking, where do you go? But I see you. I see you. Alright, so this one goes in line with the bottom of that one. So that goes on there. Then the next one comes out from that, so it goes on that one there. And then we're so close, man, we're so close. We are so close. But we put brick, believe, can't see, in line. So it's just going to sit on them two there. That clicked on nicely, good. And then the final piece goes on there. Have we done it? We've actually built a bit. That waterfall went so much better. Okay. There. That is the second waterfall pretty much complete. I have looked ahead and there's a tiny bit to put on once it's on here. I think there's a bit to add to both to finish them off with like a smooth finish. And I've got to try, before I end the video right now, I've got to try and get the lead or the light bulb thingy down in through there. It has to go in that way. Hopefully it's a smooth ride down. It shouldn't be too bad, to be fair. But I'm going to end this one here. Oh. Okay. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed this so far, or you're enjoying this build. Getting there. I know there's not much more to build on bag number 2. So it was mainly just focusing on the waterfalls and the platform. And then bag 3 is going to focus more on, I'll try and show you on here. It is going to be more focused on the buildings. Like it's like little huts on top and some trees and some bushy bits around it. And yeah, then we'll be getting close to finishing this. And then I will hopefully get another, well, should be getting a delivery on Friday. So fingers crossed that arrives on time. Even though this ain't going to be done by Friday, I don't think. But I will try and make it as soon as I can, and then we can finally see the final product and move on to something new. I'm sure it'll be a breath of fresh air. But yeah, again, if you've liked the video, please leave a like, leave a comment on, well, just, you know, anything you want to say, any future video ideas, any future builds you want to see, and all that jazz. And subscribe to the channel, and we'll grow this as big as we can. I mean, wherever you're watching from, I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all the likes, all the comments so far, and everyone is subscribing. It's crazy, because I did YouTube, what, nearly 10 years ago I tried. I was doing gaming videos. I got rid of them all, so there's none of that on here anymore, but they weren't really doing anything. I was months doing that, but I'm not really sure I don't think I was consistent enough back then, because I was just doing like one a week or something. So I'm trying to do as many videos as I can during every free time I get. So yeah, I appreciate everyone that's watching and has watched all my videos or any of my videos and has showed support. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I will hopefully get another one out tonight. Very should do. And so I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.